No leader achieves anything on his or her own. The best leaders are very willing to admit that. Good leaders want to do that, but good leaders also want to give credit to those people that have contributed to their success or to the success of the organization.
I myself, I never have a desire to be a leader, even now. And I don't...
Excellent. You'll almost certainly end up as a leader.
Leadership's from the inside. You got to think and be a leader before you're asked to be a leader. When I look at my team of 50 people, I can tell pretty quickly who is ready and who's not. So people who sit there and talk about, oh, the firm is doing this to me, it's them versus us, usually are not ready. It's people who say, I'm going to make decisions, I'm going to act, I'm going to think, I'm going to behave, and I'm going to be a leader. And I'm going to, say things that allows me to lead the business. Those are the people who are ready, and they get promoted, and they become great leaders after that.
Actually, many of my friends who are studying a business program, they all emphasize on how smart you are and how much manipulation can you do. They had a bad influence on me, sort of making me think that as long as you can get things done, it's okay to use any means, so that all your means can be justified.
I want to tell you that character matters, in particular authenticity, because it doesn't matter what you say as a leader, people are very aware of your character, whether it's good or bad. And you set the tone for any organization or family or all of us are leaders, and people are watching you. And it doesn't matter what you say, they're going to notice how you live your life.
Actually, I've found that one of the things that is most enduring and most powerful and most supportive is, in fact, the relationships that you have. And so investing in networking, building a support network, people who are your advocates, your friends, that is immensely important. It's a very, very important investment.
But for me, I think it's very deep learning is about the self-centeredness. Especially in the course of my business, a lot of us will very focus on what others can do for me. But in fact, I think leader is the one who has to always ask, how can I serve the others?
So this kind of panelist discussions really inspired us to think about what is it deeply that we truly want.
Everyone is open to share their view. Everyone is willing to try to appreciate others' thought, and that genuine conversation that's going on. It's filling this whole atmosphere and make people feel like character building or leadership is something that we try to cultivate or try to appreciate. So this environment really makes people feel accepted and will make people feel motivated to be part of that leader who can influence other people.
Samuel Chan, Victor He, Pratik, and Harrison. Come and join me. We're going to go down to the Black Box Theatre.
Just stay there. If everyone heads to Daniel right now during that.
Yeah, because we have to rush very quickly.
Right now.
Yep.
1 second.
Mr. Foreman, I'd like to change my vote to not guilty.
The leader was so much intellectually smart to devise the ways and looking to the reasonings and the logic of the situation.
To see the passion and the energy of the students here, the way they've engaged in this conversation, and the way they've engaged with each other. So I think genuine friendship and discussion has taken shape around those groups as people have talked and shared their own experiences and hopes and dreams for the future.
I'm who I am today because there are no less than probably a dozen people in the last 40-some years that have invested in my life. And some of them are my professors, teachers, that actually challenge my thinking. Others are people I work with, people also who are my boss at the time. Some of them crack the whip quite a bit and hard boss to work for, and you wish that they go away, but actually they end up, in retrospect, very good mentors.
I think a lot of the discussion has been very focused on interpersonal side of leadership rather than, just being that sort of skillful, authoritative figure. So I think that's really changed my perspective of leadership in that way.
Keep in mind, as we work on this whole idea of being humble, think about my fragility, my own weaknesses. their life more than just being, win all the time. They are something that's very important, and each one of us are given a chance to actually think about what's the purpose of our life.